It's wild to think about, but a tiny, and I mean absolutely tiny, ambient temperature drop in a transport truck can literally completely alter oil volume calculations. It turns what should be a totally standard delivery into a complete logistical nightmare. Edible oil refining is just this massive, incredibly complex, and super volatile heavy industry. So today, we're unpacking exactly how modernizing these specific facilities with specialized digital systems is completely game-changing. We're talking about transforming the entire process, from handling bulk seeds all the way to those bottled oils you see on the shelf. So, to kick things off, let's ask the big question. Which ERP features are actually the most important for edible oil refineries? And look, we're definitely not talking about your basic off-the-shelf software here. You guys know this. Edible oil operations face extreme volatilities. We're talking wildly fluctuating global commodity prices for raw seeds, incredibly intricate yield tracking, and the massive headache of managing the shift from bulk liquid storage down to final packaged goods. It's a lot. And the highly specialized tools you need to manage all of that, well, that's exactly what we're breaking down for you today. Because managing an operation like this, it's like a giant moving puzzle happening all at once. First up, you've got raw sourcing, right? Bringing in literally thousands of tons of seeds. Then we move into the refining phase, which is super complex, involving precision steps like degumming, bleaching, and deodorizing. After that, rigorous quality checks, then packaging, and finally, distribution out into the world. It's this incredibly intricate, choreographed dance. Honestly, a single misstep anywhere in here just cascades right through the entire facility. Section 1. The cost of manual processes, delays, errors, and challenges. Now, imagine those 5 intricate steps we just talked about, but handled completely manually. Yeah, operational chaos basically takes over. Think about it for a second. If a silo operator makes a tiny math error on a clipboard while calculating specific gravity, well, it throws off the yield for the entire batch. You instantly get production delays, super expensive human errors, and massive compliance risks. But if you flip the script, an integrated ERP centralizes all these sprawling operations. So instead of messy end-of-day spreadsheets, you get real-time reporting. It completely slashes those yield errors and gives leadership the power to make smarter, instantaneous decisions to keep things moving. Total game changer. Section 2. Mastering production and inventory. Visibility from seed to shelf. Production and inventory management in a refinery is a totally different beast. This isn't just counting boxes in a warehouse, We're talking about tracking bulk liquid storage and managing catch weights in real time. That could be raw seeds, crude oil mid-process, or your fully refined end product. And then you add automated scheduling into the mix. This perfectly coordinates the refining, filtration, and packaging stages, so none of your super expensive equipment is just sitting idle. Oh, and demand forecasting, that handles the incredibly tricky balance of raw seed shelf life, which is absolutely crucial to prevent those costly shortages or, on the flip side, dangerous overstocking. And when we talk about inventory, we have to talk about batch-wise traceability. It is absolutely non-negotiable. Seriously, picture this. You're facing a really intense FDA or FSMA audit, or even worse, a sudden mock recall. Without traceability tools, trying to find a product issue is a multi-day paperwork nightmare. But with an ERP, you can track products with complete, uncompromising visibility. I mean, from the exact silo that specific raw material came from, straight through to the final distribution truck. What used to be a days-long stressful audit process literally turns into a matter of seconds. It's wild. Section 3. Powering daily core operations, the gears of the ERP engine. Let's actually step into a day in the life of a fully integrated refinery. It's basically a continuous chain reaction. When your purchasing tools lock in a massive bulk order of soybeans, your inventory control instantly registers that incoming volume. And in that exact same heartbeat, your order management primes the fulfillment line for the finished product, while your financial dashboards automatically crunch the numbers on the cash flow impact. Accurate stock handling, efficient procurement, streamlined operations, and instant cash flow insights. It's this beautiful, unbroken rhythm where every single tool drives the next one forward. And to keep that rhythm going strong, refineries rely on a few other heavy-hitting modules. You've got production scheduling to keep the heavy machinery fully optimized. Then there's warehouse stock visibility, which makes sure the logistics teams know exactly what bulk product is sitting there ready to ship. And supply chain monitoring just ties the whole shebang together. The best part? This ecosystem is so robust, it can easily handle secondary revenue streams too, like tracking and selling the valuable lecithin that gets extracted as a co-product during processing. It really is comprehensive, facility-wide synchronization. Section 4. Automating quality and compliance. Maintaining consistent standards. So in the edible oil sector, quality isn't just a buzzword. It literally means strictly adhering to legal standards and, frankly, protecting public health. An integrated system captures highly specific quality metrics directly from the testing floor. We're talking about closely tracking free fatty acid, or FFA percentages, moisture levels, and exact color grading. By securely storing all these test results and tracking batch performance over time, these refineries can detect chemical anomalies way before the oil ever gets close to the packaging phase. It generates the necessary reports and ensures every single drop meets those super strict regulatory requirements. Section 5. Total supply chain visibility from supplier to delivery. The reality of manufacturing edible oil is that you are heavily reliant on both global and national freight. And a specialized ERP stretches way beyond the physical walls of the refinery. It gives you real-time tracking of suppliers, logistics networks, and deliveries. So let's say there's an unexpected delay on an overseas shipment of palm oil, or maybe a sudden railcar shortage that threatens to halt your operations. The system flags it immediately. It hits the nail on the head, identifies the bottleneck, and dynamically reroutes your operational schedules to compensate. It literally keeps the entire business moving, no matter what external curveballs come your way. So let's bring this all full circle. Why does this actually matter to you and your operation? While the ultimate benefits of this kind of digital transformation, we're talking improving efficiency, maintaining uncompromising quality, and staying competitive, are honestly about survival. In an industry that's notorious for volatile commodity pricing and razor-thin margins, adopting the right specialized ERP solution is flat out the best way to protect your profitability. It simplifies all the complex stuff and safeguards your product for long-term growth. Which leaves us with a pretty critical scenario to consider. Imagine if a massive supply chain disruption hit tomorrow. How many hours, or honestly days, would it take your current systems to tell you your exact financial and operational exposure? Ask yourself, is your refinery running on the past, or is it ready for the future? Because in this industry, if your answer isn't seconds, you're already behind. Upgrading from manual processes to a comprehensive, industry-specific ERP is just a fundamental strategy for modern survival. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me to explore this. Keep optimizing those systems, and I'll see you on the next explainer.